Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Con versus KT in the SK Planet Pro League Playoff Semi-Finals. That is actually quite a mouthful. But anyway, set number 2 is going to be a ZVZ on Sniper Ridge. It is going to be RorO versus HoeJJa here, and that's actually quite unfortunate for RorO. In the regular season, he's actually 0-5 in ZVZ. If he didn't have to play ZVZ, his record would actually be pretty decent. But yeah, and against HoeJJa's form now, I'm not hopeful for my my favorite Zerg, or my second favorite Zerg rather.
Yeah, I'm pretty scared for RorO too. I mean, RorO VZ is like Mind VT. He just can't do it. He just can't seem to do it. It's really hopeless. As soon as you see him come up, and then you see the VZ stat, you're just like, oh god, oh god.
Poor RorO. Anyway, HoeJJa is okay, they don't include the playoff statistics in those on-screen stats, right? So he's actually still displaying a pretty bad record, but yeah, he is 3-0 in playoffs. He has activated his playoffs god mode, as he showed us last season. And I was gonna say something else. What was I gonna say? I can't remember. Whatever. It'll come to me eventually if it was intelligent enough.
HoeJJa's like playoffs power boost is like a really bitter memory, because one of the first events that I attended in Korea was the SPL finals, and I remember we were owning so hard, and then HoeJJa comes up, and then he gets that one really clutch win for KT, and everything just started falling apart right there. It was bad.
I'm sure, as a poor SKT fan. That must be hard. Who did he actually beat?
He beat S2, which was... It was really sad, because S2's best matchup was supposed to be ZVZ, and so everyone got the best matchups that they could have, but then he just kind of failed.
Well, I don't think S2 should feel too bad. I mean, HoeJJa's been owning up effort, and he beat HoeJJa as well, right? I keep getting confused between Action and HoeJJa.
He beat them both.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, S2 should not feel so bad then.
Wow, KT Zergs are 7-1 in the playoffs. That's better than Protoss and Terran combined.
Yeah, and Flash even got a loss, so it's not like he's holding down the fort by himself. It's all up to their Zergs. Anyway, let's call out the positions. I think, yeah, RorO is the white Zerg in the bottom right. HoeJJa is the blue Zerg in the bottom left. Looks like RorO gonna scout in the wrong direction, while HoeJJa gets the early Overlord scout off. A nice little advantage for him there. There is Flash, and there is scarier version of Flash.
Oh my god, Flash got... He's just like the funniest thing. I'm actually glad he came back, because I didn't really like the new, the TV-looking new mascot that they got.
That thing had a name, didn't it? It had like a name printed on the back of its head. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I know.
I don't remember what it was though. I'm gonna have to think about which one is actually creepier. Anyway, there was a 9-pull gas from RorO here. Probably gonna get some early link speed. And so far, looks like it's going to be a 12 hatch from HoeJJa. That's going to be really bad. His Overlord is almost there, though, so he is going to be able to see what's going on. And this is actually important. You see, he sees the second Overlord just now coming out of RorO's base. I think from that timing, he will know that it is a 9-pool. If it was Overlord before the spawning pool, it would obviously come out much faster, and obviously he does see the links now as well. So he knows exactly what's going on. His pool is finished. Oh, I'm sorry, it was actually a 12 pool, not a 12 hatch. So he will actually be fine. Never mind. But the links are going over here. He probably will have to pull 1 or 2 drones to support his Zerglings in defending the hatchery. And here we go. RorO's going to start attacking this hatchery. Before it finishes, gonna try and get a good position on these lings. It is 6 lings versus 6 lings, and there's gonna be 1 drone as well. I think HoeJJa's gotta be a little bit careful not to let the lings run into his base. It looks like RorO is thinking about sneaking around the left side. Meanwhile, he's actually pulling a drone of his own. I don't know what that's for. That's probably just a rally point. That he's... Yeah, it looks like he's sending that drone back now. I was gonna say, like, there's no way he could do like a weird sunken rush or anything.
Sunken rush. It could just be for intimidation purposes. I mean, you gotta match HoeJJa's drone with your own drone.
This is true. This is true. I mean, well, but then if you're gonna go with the drones though, you might as well, you know, just go all out and do like a Jaedong style, pull 8 drones and kill you before your barracks finishes. I mean, you know, you don't want to half-ass it with the 1 drone nonsense. Just pull all your drones. That's how it's done. And looks like speed now finishes for HoeJJa, but he's not going to be able to get up the ramp here. Wow, barely getting that nice little arc in time. He actually set that up really quickly.
Wow, I see the chat clamoring for pictures of me. Tisk, guys.
It was to be expected. See, that's why I gave you the ban hammer. See, now you are free to ban anybody you wish, guys. Guys, you gotta be careful. And now I had another good point. I forgot. No, what was it? Oh yeah, that setting up of the Ling arc on the ramp. Like, I wonder if Zerg players actually practice that. You know, like how you practice Muta Micro against Scourge? Because you know that's kind of a useful skill. Like, do you practice setting up perfect Ling walls? Because you do that in like a lot of games, right? In a lot of these situations, you end up with this kind of, you know, one person has his Lings at the top of the ramp, the other is making an arc at the bottom of the ramp. So maybe like they practice that. I mean, it's kind of also like splitting your mutas when you get irradiated. You know, if you have a clump of 9, like they do the nice fan out. I'm pretty sure they have a lot of experience doing that. It's not really that. It's pretty hard to pull off. So yeah, I wonder if they actually try that stuff in practice.
Well, I mean, something like the Ling arc, I'm sure you don't have to go out of your way to specifically practice it. I'm sure there's no like UMS map for it, but yeah, they do it probably a lot in practice games.
You'd be surprised. There's like a UMS for everything. Come on. I mean, there's a UMS called Strip Idra, okay? Like,
what?
There's literally a UMS for everything. I don't recommend anybody play that, by the way.
Hey, LSO Faso guy, I'm not 3 feet tall. I am 5 feet tall. You guys, oh my god.
Kit is actually like one of the 7 dwarfs.
You met me, I'm not that short, right? Not that short.
I don't know. No comment. I mean, Asian girls are generally short, so I don't know. Whatever. I plead the 5th, or whatever. The one that lets me not comment. Anyway, it looks like one Zergling has actually run into the main for both players, in fact. Unlikely we're going to get a drone kill. Oh, wait. Okay, no. Yeah, both of them going to get taken out, basically just getting a scout off. The Spore Colonies are up in time for HoeJJa, as we saw, so he's going to be completely fine. And he's getting his own Mulisks out now. RorO, on the other hand, taking his expansion. He already has a hatchery in his main, so if that expansion actually gets up, he will be on 3 hatches against 2. He will be down a little bit on the gas, obviously, since HoeJJa is already mining his gas, and RorO not yet mining his natural gas. He's taking it asaply, though. I think that extractor actually might finish before the hatchery. Oh no, it looks like, wow. Basically the same time, I think. Nice.
Still really worried for RorO. I feel like even if you give him this kind of advantage, an entire hatchery over HoeJJa.
That's alright though, because alright, hold on. RorO versus HoeJJa, which one is cuter? Because the cuter player always wins, right? Oh wait, no, that's right. You think HoeJJa's cute? Ugh, terrible taste.
Are you kidding? HoeJJa's adorable.
No, terrible.
You.
So
I'd give RorO the title of most cute in this particular game, but HoeJJa's not too far behind him.
Alright, good. You saved yourself there. RorO was in fact the correct answer. So anyway, we're gonna see a little bit of I don't know, not downtime, but a bit of passivity from both players, of course. I think HoeJJa actually, I don't want to say he has an advantage. I think he's in a more flexible position because of his Spore Colonies. That does allow him to be a little bit more aggressive with his Mutalisks and not be afraid of some random counterattacks. just in case the mutas run by each other in the middle of the map or whatever. With those static defenses, he'll feel a lot safer if there is some kind of weird base trade situation. However, as I said before, with those 3 hatches, RorO does have the production advantage, especially now that he's got his own natural running. Looks like HoeJJa's going to fly out here and pick off Overlords, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. You see, HoeJJa can actually afford to move quite far away from his base. He's actually all the way over on RorO's side of the map, and RorO has to be very defensive, very passive with his Mutalisks, because if he moves out too far and he mispositions even a little bit, HoeJJa will have a good opportunity to run into the main base and maybe snipe some drones and then just run out. And uh-oh, looks like there's just going to be a huge engagement. Huge engagement though. Or not?
Oh, come on, your Scourge.
It looks like a lot of the Scourge just hit each other. However, a ton more Scourge coming in from HoeJJa. RorO's going to have to micro his little heart out here. Oh man, he's been backed into a corner here. He's trying to do his best. I think he's doing a pretty decent job here, but HoeJJa getting so many free shots off with his own Mutalisks, and oh man, RorO in a lot of trouble now. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Now he's got no defense in his main. Also, he's going to lose a bunch of drones as well. HoeJJa continuing his tear through the playoffs here. And wow, that is a lot of Scourge. But I'm pretty sure with no Mutalisk support, HoeJJa will be able to micro those down pretty easily. And he's just killed so many drones. I think this game is already over. 28 supply against 49. Oh, looks like RorO does get a lot of hits off though with his Scourge. But it's not enough.
Oh.
Poor RorO. That's alright. GG from RorO. HoeJJa taking it down, but he has already been deemed less cute than RorO by the panel of judges, aka Kiet. So RorO wins the moral victory there.
HoeJJa, seriously, it's such a beast. 4-0 in the postseason. I don't know if anyone's gonna. It's like just random Zergs will just. Mediocre Zergs from KT and SKT just randomly decide certain periods to suddenly bust out their super strength. Like, Su went 6-0 in round 3 when he was like 1-5 or something the rest of the season. It was just, what the hell?
HoeJJa's done it consistently though, right? Like, he's got the nickname of Playoffs God or whatever.
Yeah, HoeJJa pretty much busts out, like, Super Saiyan powers every time the playoffs come around. It's really strange.
Yeah, I almost feel bad for making fun of him like all the time, but we'll see, we'll see. If he can like win all his games against Khan as well, I might actually have to start giving him credit as a decent player. It's kind of like how with Brave, I was just like, ugh, Brave, terrible Protoss, but he's actually not that bad. And then he got in power rank, and I was like, oh, all right, whatever. Alright, set number 3, ready to go?
Mhm.